Okay, we are going to explore the Shrouded Woodlands today and hopefully also act as a guide for navigation there. And we're going to get the artifact directly from the house over there. And if we want, we can make sure that we are not going through ghost matter. This little river here is this little small stream of water here is useful in avoiding ghost matter. We can go directly here and get the artifact. Okay, now we can go into the store here. We're removing the lanterns and we should be at the Shrouded Woodlands entrance. Doors off, take up, and we are in Shrouded Woodlands. So we go back up and take a left, and we are out in the open. Okay, so we can try to explore this area. There are a couple of interesting things to discover here, but to get to the final puzzle objective, which is actually the house that you can see through. Okay, let me retrace my steps for clarity. When you come out here, you can light a bunch of candles nearby using your artifact focusing. You can see a little step there, and to your left here, if you go here, you can see a closed door, and it's closed because of the lights here. And if you turn off these lights, you'll be able to open this door. This isn't relevant specifically for our little expedition here, but I'm just pointing it out that to open this door we need to turn off the lights, and this structure here will be used to turn off the lights. So if you come out on the left, there is a closed door. There's a little stair here. This stair leads to nothing but just a small lookout here. You can see a couple of candles here. There's a chair here looking out into something that brings us a raft. And to get to this area, we actually need to open this door here. And to open that door, we need to turn off the lights in that structure. So that's all clear. And the main purpose of this area here is actually to use it as a shortcut, because if you focus your you can see it's pitch black now, but if you focus your artifact towards that direction, there is a hand there which will take us directly across the river. So that's kind of a spoiler, but it's something that we discover once we explore the opposite side of the river properly. So you can see there is a river going through here, and across the river is an area that we have to eventually get to. And you can see far away there, right where I'm pointing, there is a house, and that's our final objective. You can see there are some strangers walking into the house. There's a glimmer of a green light there. That's actually a stranger going into the house. So ultimately we want to get into that house, and inside that house is a puzzle that doesn't require any navigational skills to solve, or would not benefit from having any navigational skills because it's kind of blocked anyway, and we'll have to figure out a different way to approach that situation. But exploring the Shrouded Woodlands will use the shortcut here to get across this river quickly, but the normal intended way to go across the river for the first time is through a a bridge that we'll have to light up across there. So that's what we're going to do first. Okay, so again we are coming out here. We looked at the little stair and the door on the left side. There's nothing else on the left side here. If you go around, you can see we can extinguish this to open the door there, which we don't have to use right now. It's just a curiosity at this point than anything else, because in every location, if you want access to the raft, you have to open something. You have to trigger something to get access to the raft. In Endless Canyon or Shrouded Woodlands or Starlit Cove, you have to trigger something, and in this case it's this thing that has to be triggered on the opposite end to get access to the raft. And this raft is just something that lets us go across the different regions. It's not really useful at the moment, so we don't need it right now. We can just let it zoom past us. It's very cute. And here we can see a bit more area to explore, but there's nothing there's nothing for us to do here actually. There is it's just a small area to explore. So yeah, we'll go back to the entrance of the tower. This isn't something that we want at the moment. And towards the right of the tower also, you can see there's a bridge. There's a plank to the left which will let us open the door earlier, and then you can go across this stairs, and that takes us to a larger area. And here people can really get lost because there's a lot of not lot, but there is a reasonable amount of ground to cover, especially going towards the right. So a general rule we can use to not get lost here is just stick to the river side, because we want to go across the river, and the solution also lies closer to the river. So you can see again we are sticking to the left and sticking to the river coast. Keep going through the river coast, like just stick close to the water, don't fall down obviously, and you'll reach this structure here. Okay, so we are closer to the house, and we can see a set of stairs which go up and then go down like this. So it's just like a little platform here, but obviously there is nothing that lets us go across the river still. So that is still a difficult situation. We can't go across the river still. So the solution here is that there is a structure right here. You can see on the platform to the right, you can see a structure right here, and if you explore around thoroughly, you will discover this structure, but since it's pitch black, you won't immediately see it. And once you go to this structure and light it, you'll actually light the bridge. There's a bridge here which will be lit up once we use this structure. Okay, and if you want to explore this area, then I'm going to use this trick in this Shrouded Woodlands 2 to explore, and the trick is what we find at the end of Endless Canyon. So it's a spoiler if you don't know what that trick is yet. So yeah, make sure you know what's at the end of the Endless Canyon. If you don't, just check out what it is. I think I'll have a video link which will show you how to get to the end of Endless Canyon. And once you are at the end of Endless Canyon, it has a tool which we can use to make exploring places or like looking at these places a bit easier. Okay, so I am going to use that trick now so that you have a clearer look at what's happening on this side of the river. It's not relevant, relevant for the final solution, but still it's nice to have a look at what we are where we are standing, right? So yeah, that's a spoiler warning, and now I'm going to do the trick. Okay, so we drop the artifact and we walk away, and once we walk away far enough, we can see whatever it is we are seeing right now. I don't want to comment on what it is, because you can discover or like speculate on what it is yourself. But yeah, you can see the whole world clearer without all the blackness, and you can see the structure over there. That's where we finally want to get to. And you can actually, if you zoom in, you can see strangers walking across. It's a bit difficult, but if you play close attention, you can see some of the strangers walking across to the house. Yep. That's that. But here in this side of the river, it's easy for us to see the structure that lights up the bridge and the path towards it. And the path is like, you can see so much more in this view, right? So if you knew this trick, you could immediately spot the equipment here, which will let us light up the bridge. And if you want, you can go through these trees and explore a bit more of this area to see if see if anything's here. I don't think there's anything interesting to be discovered here. Yeah, so we can use this trick to navigate most places, but in case of Shrouded Woodlands, it's not really necessary. I just wanted to show you that anyway. Yeah, you can. So the way to reach this equipment to extinguish the light or like to light up the bridge is actually come across the little structure here, come down, and then we go here, and you can see there's a stair right there. Okay, that's how we reach this structure. Okay, so let me show that again. We are actually right to the right side of the structure here. You jump down and you come across here, and you can come here, and this will let you light up the bridge. We're gonna wake up right now because yeah, because the building is getting flooded. So yeah. So we'll start the show the proper exploration of the rest in the next loop. Okay, so we are back in Shrouded Woodlands again. This time we'll beeline straight to the bridge. Stick to the, so as we said, stick to the river side. This one's actually, yeah, this one's actually towards the structure that opens the door. So skip this first one, but then go across the bridge and then stick to the left. Keep sticking to the left and you'll eventually reach the river side. Okay. Keep sticking to the river side, and we are here. We go across this. You can light up the candle here too to make that visible. We go across this. There's a little drop here. We take a right, and it's to the right of this candle. You'll see the stairs. We go up the stairs, take another right, and we light it up. So we have the bridge now. We can just drop down here like this, and we are near the bridge. So now we can go across the bridge. You can see we are very close to the house. So here's the second part of the exploration. So this is across the river. This is across the river, and now I'll quickly show you a couple of interesting things here. So I'll drop the artifact so that we have better visibility, and we'll back. Okay, and we can see this is the bridge we came through. We went down the stairs, dropped the artifact there. Now we can have a clearer look at what's happening. Okay, so this is drop the artifact and we turn around and come straight. We'll reach a bridge here, and if you go here, you can see there are two hands here. Okay, one hand there and its pair here. You can warp across here. Currently we can't because we don't have the artifact. And if you look closely, you can see there is a hand right there, right? So that is the shortcut hand that I mentioned earlier. We'll be able to warp from across the tower. So that's the tower building, and from that little staircase up there, you will be able to warp directly across to this hand here, and we'll be able to use this hand here to warp from that end to this side. Okay, and this is the bridge that we have to take to eventually reach the house there. Okay, to reach the house, ideally to reach the house, all we have to do is follow a stranger, because the stranger will eventually take us to a tunnel. So this is the tunnel. Every stranger will actually take us to a tunnel like this, and it's through this tunnel we have to go inside, and the tunnel entrance comes out somewhere near the house there, and that's the tunnel that the strangers take. So the solution for navigation here is that you look at the green light from far away, you'll have the lantern in your hand, and you go to the green light and stay close behind the stranger, and the stranger don't bump into the stranger obviously, and you keep close to the stranger, and you can go the stranger will take you to this tunnel here, because this tunnel is like super not visible when we have the lantern in hand, because everything's pitch black. And if you want, you can go to the left side here to see that there are a couple of house-like structures. You can see a couple of house-like structures here, which is ideally from where the strangers spawn. So these are like the spawn points for the strangers. They come out of this house and they make their way across to the place where they are partying, or where they are playing their music. So yeah, if you wait long enough, you'll see one of the strangers come out from one of these doors. You can see them, and the door closes immediately behind them, so it's quite hard to get inside their house. I don't know if you can. I think we can, but there's nothing interesting inside probably. And yeah, you can just wander around here, but don't get into their vision gone obviously. And once they are far enough into this woodlands, just from across that bridge, which is the bridge that we took, like we get out from the bridge across the river, and we come across this bridge here, and we'll be able to pick up on one of these green lights and follow the green lights across. Okay, follow the green lights, that will take you to the right tree which has the tunnel. If you know exactly the location of the tree, then you don't really have to follow the stranger. You can take the tunnel directly, but it's all of these trees look quite similar, and I think yeah, this is the one with the tunnel. See, so eventually they will reach here. So that's the solution here. For now, we'll quickly look at the shortcut and then warp out of here, and then we'll do a proper run after that. Okay, so don't worry if it got confusing in terms of navigation, but we are back at the bridge basically, and we are going to take a look at the shortcut which will allow us to skip creating this bridge. So that's what we're going to do now. Take the artifact. So this is from the bridge that we came in. Come down, turn around, light up the candles. You can see a small wooden bridge here. Go straight. So that's where we came from, and you can see a hand right here. These are the hands that you saw earlier. So there's a pair of hands. There's a pair right across. If I point there, it will just warp me there. And right to the right side of this hand is the second bridge that we should take. From where you should be able to see the green light and travel across the land. So currently I'll just show you the shortcut. Come here, go across. Candle has been lit up, and right to the left side of this there is the stair, and here is a hand. Okay, so what happens is that is a chair that you saw earlier. There is a chair right there. It's quite hard to see, but it's just right outside the tower building. Go up the stairs, stand there, and you can warp right to this hand. Okay, so I'll maybe show you how that looks like, because I think we still have a bit of time. Wake up, climb up, okay, and now for utilizing the shortcut, you just take to the left, take the stair to the left side. This is a chair, and if you look to the right side, you can see there's a hand there. Okay, you can warp to that hand. Come down here and then warp across. And we have reached the bridge that's here. So now what we can do is stand here. You don't need the lantern. Just follow the stranger. Don't let him catch you. Just, yeah, stick to his backside. He should eventually take you to the house. I'm slowly edging forward in case you can't tell. Okay, this time we'll do a quick run of everything we have seen so far, utilizing the shortcut and then following the strangers into the house. We'll not be turning on the bridge on the right side. Instead, we'll be taking the shortcut on the left side. So everything is fresh now. We light up the candles, just to get some light, and then we take the we come out. We take the stairs to the left. You can see the chair, and if you look across, you can see the hand. It lights up the candles too, which is convenient. And once you are out, and once you are down the stairs here, take a right, and the hand is right here on the right side, and you can zoom across, and to the left of this hand across the little stream, you can see the bridge that we want to take. So our initial bridge is somewhere in that direction, which is not lit up at the moment, but yeah, we have taken the shortcut to come here, and then we can go across this bridge, wait for a green light to appear, and then follow the green light. That's all we have to do. So let's wait here. You can see a green light there. We can slowly start making our way towards the green light. It is going to eventually take us to the tunnel. So I am edging forward now. Okay, I think I hit a tree. Just keep edging forward. Hopefully you don't hit many trees. Okay, it's close by. I have paused right now. Okay, let's be a bit cautious. Okay, I'm edging forward still. And I've just circled around to his back at the moment. Oh, he's turning. Okay, we have reached the tunnel. He's going into the tunnel. Okay, now we are across the moat and close to the house. We can kind of unconceal here to get a better view. So this is the balcony right outside the house. Yeah, so we are near the house now currently, and this is the house. And the situation inside the house is that it's filled with strangers. There isn't really anything we can do. The music stops as we proceed further. And if you've seen the reels, you know what to do here. But it seems like there's a stranger right there, and there is no way we can like physically juke and get across to our objective, if you know what our objective is. And this place is teeming with strangers. You can see a couple of them on the left, couple on the right, one right there. If I try to progress, like try to juke him or anything of that nature, they're just not gonna let us. So this is a more of a traditional Outer Wilds puzzle solution, and you can figure out what to do yourself. I'm going to stop the video here because the navigation part is over, and I hope you have fun finding out what to do in that room.